we got to talk about it. We talked about it. Obviously, your surgery that you had to go through in between your junior and senior year of high school. The date, December 6th, 2012,
Yeah.
against Nebraska. It's honestly, it's when I think about that day, it, I I still can't fathom how I received the news, how I acted upon receiving the news, having to play a game right after receiving the news. But essentially, the story is, and I definitely want to hear from your perspective too.
Sure.
Um, we are warming up against Nebraska. I know for you playing against Nebraska, literally, you were one of the first people to tell me, like, whatever games we lose, make sure we don't lose against Nebraska,
There you
because
go.
that is such an important game, not only obviously for you being an Omaha kid, but for our fan base and all that stuff. We never want to lose to the Huskers. I only lost to them one time out of the 4 years that we were there.
Me too.
So this is your senior year. You had been playing great basketball up until that stretch. We're warming up at the Devaney Center that they're not even in anymore. Um, and you go down during warm-ups, where it's essentially during the part where we're supposed to be stretching, you basically lose consciousness and come to a little bit later, and you have an understanding that things are just not going right. Talk to me about that experience. Uh, how tough it was for you, obviously, and then the panic that it kind of set in, not only obviously for yourself, but for us as a team, and then your family and your loved ones and your close friends.
Okay. Well, first of all, you mentioned earlier UAB 10 in a row, 18 points
Mhm.
total, second half. That was a game before. And
Right.
first, I talk about it from a spiritual standpoint. I feel like God wanted me to go out with a
A
bang.
bang.
You feel me? Like first of all, just because He knew I was done, because I had
Yeah.
a different. That wasn't my purpose. It was just a part of who I am.
Mhm.
Um, but that day, man, like I just remember, like first of all, we warmed up at the Soko Arena, and
Mhm.
I just remember,
So, wait, such a weird day because we never did that. I don't think we've
never.
ever done it
I,
since.
I know,
But
bro.
it just so happened to be that old gym was not available,
Right,
that Sokol
right,
was available, and that we weren't obviously going to go to Lincoln the night before, spend the night in a hotel in Lincoln because it's a
right,
45-minute drive away. So
right,
already the day started off
right.
foul.
Yeah, and it's another. Hey, first of all, on a side note, this is how Coach Mack and Altman are different. We spent the night at Nebraska when Altman was not. What? Oh man.
What?
Yes, we did, pal. Hey,
What?
yeah, we did. Yep, we did. Anyway, I had to put some light in there, man. It's I mean,
Right.
I smile about everything that happened to me. Like I wouldn't change nothing. But so yeah, it was weird that day, man, because I just kind of felt I was like, man, I'm just way too hyped. I'm getting a lot of people hitting me up in my DMs and calling me saying, Josh, man, you like Omaha's son. We just appreciate everything that you ever done just by being who you are to the city. I've watched you since, stuff like that. Getting those conversations. And at the Soko, I just felt like I just couldn't really breathe. Like anxiety. I thought I was having anxiety and having shortness of breath. I was like, I'm too hyped. I need to chill.
Right.
So
You're playing Nebraska. So for you, I know
yeah,
for you that means so much. I
yeah.
already know.
And I was hooping that year, bro.
Mhm.
And so for me, like, I just remember, I never really like. Some days I come in, I play Sade, smooth operator or something. So I put something in to try to bring me down, calm me down.
Mhm.
And so I listened to Sade the whole way down there, and we get in there, and I couldn't breathe, but I just thought I was hyped, so I kept psyching myself out. Finally, I
Right.
get on the court. Normally, you go first, I go second, but for some reason, I don't know why you let me go first. And I led the warm ups, and so it was myself, it was you, then it was Doug, and somehow Doug had skipped in front of you because I think you had missed or made a shot, and you had to chase after your own rebound,
Yeah.
just to get us going. And I did one layup and I took one more jump shot. And next thing I know I heard was, "Hey Jonesy, quit playing with me like that." And I woke up because I obviously fainted on the court.
Mhm.
Um, I still thought it was only me just being too amplified and hyped. And I go to I go to Coach D Rock and I say, hey man, I think I need to get some water. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I'm walking, but as I'm walking, man, I can't gather my vision. And next thing I know is I hear cheers. He's a Husker. He's a Husker. Bro, I was walking to the Nebraska locker room. They were happy, like
Yeah.
cheering for me, like making jokes with me. Like, you're going the wrong way, bro. Your locker room is that way.
Right.
I was out of
Right.
it, fam. And so, I go the other way. I go sit down and I say to our trainer, Ben McNair, who's still there at Creighton, great guy. I say, hey man, I don't know. I feel like I just passed out. I didn't know or not. And he checks my pulse and he immediately starts scrambling and running. But I'm as calm as I am right now. But he's running around. And finally, go gets Coach Mack. And then we put on the, if you want to say, the Holter monitor. And my pulse is going from 98, 100,
Yeah.
250, 375. Like it's just going all over the place, like it's fluttering. I had atrial flutter. So once I heard that news there, I did not understand what it was. I thought it was something to do with my open heart surgery, but
Right.
I didn't know. I kind of still don't know. It was kind of, I feel like I was overworking myself from being a top athlete. You just don't get heart surgery and play basketball,
Right.
So it caught up to me. And then
Let alone survive 3 years, and then this is your senior year, and you're going through it
come
again, right?
on.
Right.
But I never asked God why. I went to the hospital, and in that moment, the doctor said, hey, hate to break the news, but you'll probably won't be able to finish your senior year. Instantly in that moment, I just thought about my mom and my brothers and just everything riding on me, man. And
Mhm.
knowing me, Jahans, I said, I'm about to go get a second opinion from Omaha. It's Lincoln. Y'all tripping.
Right. You already know. Yeah.
Yeah. So I go,
This is a Husker doctor. I don't know
yeah,
this
right.
man.
Yeah, you tripping, cuz, So I go back to the crib, bro. And the next day, and shout out to Mark Burgers.
Yeah, Butch, come
But
on the show, Butch. We love
yeah,
you, man.
he gave me
Yeah.
a ride the whole way down, and me and him are contemplating the different scenarios. I already knew I was done at that time, bro. Personally, I ain't say nothing to nobody. We knew I was done as a team an entire month before everybody else knew. But I was just more scared about letting the people down, like I mentioned earlier, though, growing up playing basketball in my backyard, I think about Little League basketball, Central High School, and now, I'm at Creighton University, homegrown, letting down all the people who I would have to tell I can't pursue basketball anymore, letting down the people in North Omaha who thought I was going to make it professional, who thought I was going to get a chance to play somewhere. Who knows, NBA overseas? I'm not quite sure, but like I feel like I was letting people down, but so I was scared to break the news. So it was a scary ride, but then that's when like I said, I recognized sports didn't build my character. It only revealed who I always was, and adversity, definitely reveal your character. True champions are made in the midst of adversity.